Hey everybody, so it is hot here in North Texas. We are in the last week of June, folks, and this heat, it's getting unbearable. We got to keep things alive here the best we can, so let's take a look, see what's going on. So here's the Jamaican hibiscus that I've planted, and I've planted some of these plants a little bit different times so you can see the different sizes. But they really are taking off now. Once they start to get established, once they get that heat, they love it. So they're really taking off. I'm gonna have a lot of good plants this year. And so I just need to probably trim it a little bit so those bottom branches, it gets a little top heavy and falls over. One of the things that I've got here is a wild loofah growing. That it's coming out here, so it's like, all right, let's let it go. So I'm just letting it climb up this tree. Let it grow some loofahs up front. As well as I had some extra loofahs I put in this container, and I got my trellis there. I'm gonna make it go up. So let's see what's going on in the back here. So it is pretty darn hot, and these tomatoes are still with us. So let me show you, yeah. The cherry tomatoes. Definitely cherry tomatoes that we can start picking here. Lots of them are getting ripe, and the more you pick, the more that they get ripe. And so this plant is producing, growing, overgrowing, basil. So yeah, lots of cherry tomatoes here that need harvesting. We pick them every day. And boy, even when you pick them, because the sun, it's hot, hot, hot. Gosh, they're hot to touch. Let me show you how hot it is here. We are not just in the 90s, but here's the current thermometer. That's looking at least 103 right now. With the heat index, we could easily be 110 or more. It's crazy. So what's going on here? Oh gosh. So something started to eat last night my ripe yellow tomatoes. But here's one. I'll pick him. But yeah, lots of still green tomatoes here on this huge plant. This bed has been one of the best tomato beds I've ever had. If you get the wide shot of this, it's really, really crazy, you know. And at some point it's gonna peter out because it's gonna get too high, and I'll have to trim this. But it still has some big tomatoes like this one I'm going to pick because they'll get eaten. And it will finish getting ripe there on the counter. But I've had such big black crim tomatoes that it's really been phenomenal. Let me show you here too with the eggplant and the peppers, the shishito peppers. Lots of little shishito peppers and lots of little eggplants. And look at them all here. Look at this. Ain't this beautiful? These are all such a great size for grilling, and I love them because they don't have a lot of seeds, and we just need to stake up the plant here a little bit more. But yeah, both the white and the black eggplants, they love the heat. So far, we got to watch to see if there's any bugs, because they also like the heat in the plants. But yeah, some wild basil that was growing in the path. So between the tomatoes, and here's another one. Look at this. Look at how big this is. I'm gonna pick this one. There we go. Look at that. Ain't that great? Like I say, I'll finish getting ripe right there in the counter, but before some night creature wants to eat that, possums, squirrels, raccoons, yeah, they're really great. These beds have been better than I could have expected, so just keep them alive a little bit longer, see if they can keep within that heat. And they're getting bigger than me. All right, let's look at some of the other things we got. I'll show you in the next video.